Hello YouTube, Jordan, I'm back, Right, I went ahead, I ended up only delivering 2 days last week. I found the average to be about 45 per day. This is given the factor of me working 2 5-hour shifts, or close to 5-hour shifts. And then also, one thing I did notice when it comes to the direction that you go when it comes to making deliveries. One of the things you had to factor truly is how far the delivery is out. Is what I did. I just delivered to every single thing that was thrown at my plate. So I ended up spending at least like an hour and a half in traffic just for 2 or 3 deliveries, and then that cut down on how much earning potential that was there. So that's one thing that you have to factor. Also, I did notice another thing. When you start driving, is what it does is it shows you miles per hour, how much like you're driving like in the area. And then I remember I was delivery driver back before when I was working at Papa John's over in Popka, Florida. And then for me, the quicker you get there, you know what I mean, the next delivery you could jump on, and then people also appreciated that their food gets there quicker. So is what I did is I was focused on the miles per hour, because I was worried like, hey, like what if they got like some type of fine, or well, not necessarily a fine, but what if they let me go from doing Uber Eats because I'm driving too fast. And then earlier this morning I went and I found there's actually a setting that tells you if you happen to be 5 or 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. So I don't directly know as if that would necessarily get you fired from Uber Eats, but yeah, they got some miles per hour deal going on with that. Delivering is not too bad. Keep in mind, like, odds are there's gonna be some point in time you will be stuck in traffic. But I think like a plus of it in all reality is it's helping you save gas, and also if you do have a faster driving style, you know what I mean, then it kind of like helps you to start getting used to the idea of slowing down, because not only are you burning up gas, but you also have the potential for a ticket, and then that wipes out like whatever you've made for at least like like a day or two if you're getting good hours in. Also, another thing is I noticed the area, like right now I'm over in Lakewood, California, instead of El Segundo over there by LAX. And then like I'd get deliveries like every 2 minutes, it seemed like within 2 minutes, right? Okay, I've been here for about 5 6 minutes, and then also once I was like about maybe 5 10 minutes away from where I'm parked at now, I've turned the meter on, so it's still running. So I'm running close to like, was it like 17 18 minutes roughly. So yeah, you got to keep in mind whichever area you're at, that's what's factored. So I'll go ahead and give this a shot. I'll probably stay here for at least like another like hour or so, and then if not, I'm gonna just drive to another area where I think it's like highly populated at, but where there's also a decent ratio of restaurants, because there are some restaurants, like good amount of restaurants, all within like 1 to 2 mile radius from me, but I haven't got any hits. Okay, now I was over there at El Segundo, I was getting nonstop hits. I thought like maybe it might have something to do with the fact of how many businesses is there, right? Okay, well, I only deliver, I think, one delivery to a business, and all the other ones was all just residential. So I figure like, well, I want to see the difference, you know what I mean? So you might end up having to drive around different areas just to see where you get the most amount of hits at. Over where I'm at right now, it sucks, but I'm just gonna go ahead and see. I'm just gonna keep on waiting. We'll just let the clock keep running, and then I can go ahead and see. When it comes to routes, I see where Waze might just help out when it comes to different apps for when it comes to traffic flow, because it's all based, like, time is money, right? Especially when you're doing delivery, time is money. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably download the app in the next day or two, and then try to factor to see how much I really save time-wise between deliveries, like what Uber app says how long it's gonna take, and then when I take Waze, how long it is till I make the delivery, right? Okay. Also, when it comes to the area where you start off, right, is what I tried doing is I tried starting at a halfway point, going towards where my final destination spot was, the area that I figured that I'd deliver at. But you can do that to a point, but you're only going to stay hopefully within like the general area, because the moment you start taking one delivery, surely, slowly but surely, you think you might be going off in this direction, but you'll have one delivery here, then you'll have one delivery over here, then you'll have another delivery over here, and then before you know it, you're over here somewhere. So like you can't really predict the flow of where the deliveries are, where they're going, or else you're going to just have to start refusing trips, or just ignoring it and let the timer go down to where somebody else takes it. But yeah, other than that, you know, like it's not that bad. Like you really don't earn a lot. I sure, like if you went ahead, you stayed on the clock longer and then focused on peak hours and getting, like for instance, I saw specials like if you hit 25 trips within a day, then you get an extra $30. Okay, well that's great and all, but you know what I mean, you gotta look at the overall numbers, like how much time you invest showing up doing this versus how much you're actually making. Because like part of me wants to go ahead and go back to that part-time job working at the liquor store, but also at the same time, along with that, is like for the schedule, I'm gonna be all over the place. So if I tell them I can work then I find out I can't, then you know what I mean, then it just messes up everything. And then also when it comes to that, I found out that working at a liquor store, I can't have it where it goes towards my business, when it comes to the taxation, right? So for mine, I went ahead and I set up this morning. I went and verified everything, and mine is listed under S Corp for the tax filing for the Uber Eats driver. And then I had it set up this morning to where it automatically deposits onto my bank business debit card. They also got an Uber Black Card. I went in and ordered that. So I think the first amount, it came out to like 87 or 88 bucks. That's going to, I guess, onto the Uber Black Card. So I'm gonna have to figure out something, like when it comes to how am I gonna go ahead and do I gotta pull out the card and then drop it into the business bank account, or like you know, what do I do with it? So I gotta go ahead and ask my business mentor that. So another cool thing I like about this is, like, instead of sitting at home playing video games, I'm putting money in my pocket, right? So also at the same time, like when it comes to like some of these podcasts where it teaches you about real estate, I figure this is time where I can go ahead and truly just, you know, take notes and then keep on learning. So you know, I'm gonna go ahead and end up doing that during, like, whenever I'm not doing anything else that's related to actively driving. But I could also do it while I'm driving, but I just want to make sure, like, at least at first, I know I can multitask when it comes to listening to that, and then still staying up on top of delivery, like following the routes. But that's all I'm gonna record for right now. I'll go ahead and let you know later on what's going on, give you updates. But when it comes to my car, I haven't really noticed anything different. For my back, one thing I did notice for my foot, that my foot, like my ankle's a little bit sore, like, cause I got a stick shift, so I'm constantly like I gotta switch gears, brake and gas, right? So then clutch, brake, and gas, like I don't know if it's because just in general, because I was also working my work boots, I'm breaking them in, so it could be that, or it could be just doing this in combination with doing that. So oh yeah, other than that, like, you know, everything's good, you know, just trying to put money in the corporation and just keep things rolling. So stay tuned. I'll go ahead and I'll put up more videos, and then since I'm gonna be doing Uber Eats a little bit more heavily over like the next, within like two to 4 weeks, then you'll have a lot more video footage talking about doing this job. And then probably sometime next week, I'll go ahead and I'll start focusing on adding other entities, like what do you call it, DoorDash and DoorDash. What was the other one? Shit, I forgot. Well, you know, the other one. All right. So also I got the bag, right. So this is the DoorDash bag I've been using, because my girl, she was gonna go ahead and end up doing Uber Eats, but she didn't, or DoorDash. So this is the DoorDash bag. It's not that bad. It's the only thing, like as you zip it, like there's still the gaps, right? Okay, I ordered the Uber Eats bag. I paid about like $5 or $6 for it. It was like afforded a link through Uber Eats when you first sign up, and then so It's got the handles, you know what I mean. The size capacity is pretty good. Like, I haven't had any problem. The only thing I wish that they come up with is some way to figure out how they can use cup holders to where I could kind of fit everything into one. Other than that, they got this Uber Eats bag. It doesn't have the company logo on it, but it's a black bag. So I guess later on when I order the hat and the work shirt, then I'll go ahead and I'll be looking a little bit more clean and crisp. But yeah, so this is the other bag, you know. And then for this one, it has a full zipper that goes, I don't know if you can see that. See a full zipper, it goes all the way here, all the way around, and then it fully closes. It zips all the way around, so I think this will probably work better because it's going to seal in it a whole lot more better. So when the customer gets their food, it will be a lot more warmer. So I just figure out I'll go ahead and give you the rundown on what it is that I got set up so far, but stay tuned. I'll go ahead and I'll have more footage and more tips to the trade, I guess. Yeah, so stay up, keep on driving, keep making that money.